hit that like button, hit that sub button, follow that IG page, man. Let's get straight into it. Big Wave Guy made it. Welcome back to the channel. If this your first time, make sure y'all do me a favor and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, man. Now, on this channel, I react to a lot of drama, you feel me? I don't usually get into the whole political aspect and politics and things, you feel me? I ain't go to school for that. I'm no scholar. I can only go off of my own personal emotions, you know. I'm not caught up on all the data and all the stats, but I do pay attention to the news and see all the narratives that be getting ran, you feel me? I see how the left try to paint Trump as like some racist dictator who about to ruin democracy. And I see how everybody else, basically the whole world and the whole country, paints Joe Biden as a frail, old, you know, almost dementia having, barely talking, basically walking corpse. That's how they paint him, you feel me? And it's been shocking to see how he, you know, stumbles so much and just messes up things on a regular basis. And even certain people still saying like they would rather vote for a dead Joe Biden over Trump. Now at this point, motherfuckers, they not even supporting Biden, you feel me? They just want Trump to lose. They ready to support anybody that's not Trump, no matter if they're good for this country or seen as weak by other world leaders or not, you feel me? Because let's just keep it honest, man. The other world leaders are looking at us like we ain't shit right now, you feel me? But it is what it is. But I was on X and I'm just scrolling, seeing what's trending and stuff, man. I see President Biden trending. So I go to click on it, and man, they is on Biden's head in this thread, man. Now, as you can see on the screen, this says Joe Biden didn't want black children in white schools. But according to the left, Biden is not racist. And I ain't gonna lie, this shocked me. This is from 1977, guys. So y'all gotta remember, this like 10 years or something, 12, 13 years after the Civil Rights Act. And I guess what this post is trying to say, that he was still supporting segregation, or he was saying that segregation is kind of justified in certain areas. And if a county or a state finds reason to segregate, then it should be allowed. I think that's what he was saying. That's why I'm telling y'all, man, I'm not political science. I'm not one of them. You know, I'm asking y'all for help to explain exactly like what this Twitter post is trying to get across to the viewers. You feel me? Like, is he literally being racist in this clip, or is he like supporting legislations at the time for racism? Like, that's what I'm saying. I need help from you guys in the comments, but I'm gonna just look at what he has to say in this clip. Like I said, it says Joe Biden didn't want black children in white schools. So let's see exactly what he said, because that already sound bad from 1977. I ain't gonna lie, I've heard Joe Biden had a little bit of a racist past. You know, I have heard that. So let's see.
We keep talking about this thing as being north versus south. That's not the issue. It is rural versus urban. And most of the busing that's taken place to date is taking place in rural areas, whether it's...
All right, wait. So we can see off top, he talking about buses, like integration on buses, I'm thinking.
Administratively ordered or court ordered. Now we're moving into applying the same standards to urban areas. And it is a standard that doesn't make sense. It doesn't apply. It doesn't hold. We're moving from trying to, in urban areas, we've had integrated facilities but segregated neighborhoods. And in rural...
All right, so he's saying in urban, we've had, like, you stay in a black neighborhood, but you can have integration in schools.
Rural areas, we've traditionally had integrated neighborhoods but segregated facilities. And they've applied the same standard and the same test.
So, okay.
This north-south thing is not really the issue, as Professor Nathan Glazer at Harvard.
So he's saying basically it ain't got nothing to do about, you know, how in slavery, like the North got freed first or some shit, and like it was the Civil War. So he basically saying this ain't about north to south. This is about urban and rural, you know, country and inner city. So he basically saying in the inner city, most blacks live together in the same neighborhood, but they can go to school with whites. And in the rural country areas, most of the neighborhoods are integrated, because it's probably not a neighborhood, like just random fucking houses on land and dirt roads and shit. But the schools are still segregated.
Harvard has indicated, as Dr.
Okay, so what's the point? That's what I'm trying. What's the point of what you're trying to say?
Armor of the Rand Corporation.
Because so far he didn't say anything racist. He's just giving he just laying out how it has been.
As James Coleman, as I just tell 3 days of hearing, two days of hearings in the Judiciary Committee on another bill I have beyond this that deals with busing. And there is uniform opinion of those who testified that it is not a north-south, it's an urban-rural question,
so
distinction.
But no matter
do
what
you support it? Not so he's basically saying that because it seemed like he don't want to bring segregation to the inner city. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I
your
heard that wrong.
intent, there are going to be those who say it's a segregated thing. It's a question of race, and that you have set back the movement of desegregation of schools. How would you answer that?
The way I answer that is I predict that the young black leadership of
Damn, they said that the critics at the time was saying that he set back segregation of schools. So I guess they're getting at the point that he wanted to keep schools segregated in urban areas.
America
He
will
don't want them niggas coming to his school.
overwhelmingly decide with me. I predict that in 1980 and 84, my position will be totally vindicated by the sociologist and by the civil rights advocate. You know, I come from that side of the track. That's where I'm from. I was a defense lawyer. I handle civil rights cases. I sat in on Route
Nigga, for white people or black people?
40. I mean, I'm not from the other side of this. And I happen to think that the one way to ensure that you set the civil rights movement in America further back is to continue to push busing, because it's a bankrupt policy. And that's
So Bussy,
that's why I think I'll be vindicated. I don't include myself with pro or anti-busing forces. I think the only group that can determine whether or not a constitutional violation exists are the federal courts of the United States of America. No one else has that right. Secondly, a federal court of the United States of America determining a violation of the Constitution with regard to school desegregation cases must find that there is a specific intent to segregate before they can order busing. That I abide by, that I legislate by, that I hold by. And they're the standards we should repair to. It's difficult to establish intent, but it's clearly possible. Factually, it can be established. The Supreme Court 8-0 ruled yesterday that they must find that. And you very well know, as covering this area.
I don't know if I'm like fucking slow or stupid, guys, but it kind of seemed like he's like, don't want it to come to urban areas because that's, I don't know, like, am I fucking that slow?
As long as you have that, there are legal standards by which you bring in burdens of proof to establish whether or not there was a specific intent.
All right, so I'm guessing like people was like, nigga, we need to get rid of desegregation altogether. And he basically like, look, the federal fucking government said, if you find intent and grounds to motherfucking segregate, then it's legal. I think he's like supporting that. Let me hear the beginning of this one more time.
We keep talking about this thing as being north versus south. That's not the issue.
See, he already like bringing up some whole other shit.
It is rural versus urban. And most of the busing that's taken place to date has taken place in rural areas, whether it's be administratively ordered or court ordered.
Which means segregation got to be administrative. All right, so I get it now, guys. So he basically saying, all right, hold on.
Now we're moving into applying the same standards to urban areas. And it is a standard that doesn't make sense.
All right, so basically he was like, you know, it got to be ruled that they can, like, it got to be a good ruling on stand on grounds to segregate buses in rural areas where most of the busing takes place. And he's basically saying that he supports that it has to be like a ground. Like, most people probably want that shit gone altogether. And he like, but wait, we got rules to this shit. Like, it should be reasons why we can still separate from the black folk, you feel me? And he was like, they trying to bring that shit to the city, which don't make sense, you know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking it's 1977, nigga, so they was already integrated, like, in the city, wasn't they? I really gotta catch up on my goddamn history, man. All right, somebody said fire post. Because this could just be, you know, a bunch of motherfucking deranged Trump supporters, you know what I'm saying? Didn't stutter once. Somebody said he's outrageously racist.
We don't need any more nigger big shit.
Wait, no.
Eating the Nunez plan in the
This
basement.
can't be real. I know he ain't just say nigga. This can't be real.
Reading the Nunez plan in the basement said, quote, "We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots." And the court cited evidence.
Major crime
Wait,
bill.
no. Nah, they trying to paint. He was quoting somebody else, but nigga, why are you saying the N-word? That's crazy work, Joe.
Reading the Nunez plan in the basement said, quote, "We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots."
Damn.
And the court cited evidence.
Major crime bill. Every minor crime bill has had the name of the Democratic senator from the state of Delaware, Joe Biden, on that bill.
We do everything but hang people for jail.
Man, we know the motherfucking crime bills of America was definitely one-sided and out to get the goddamn African Americans, you feel me? Now, I'm not saying we don't be motherfucking committing crime and all that shit, man. But I'm just saying, how you giving a nigga 100 years for 5 pounds of marijuana? You know what I'm saying? How?
Jaywalking.
That type of shit they was doing back then. And you want a nigga hung for jaywalking?
In this bill.
I mean, you got the first sort of mainstream African American who is articulate and bright and clean and a nice looking guy.
Nah, that's fucking racist. Saying articulate, bright, clean, and nice looking, nigga, when you describing the African American, those fucking descriptions should never come after you describe somebody as African American. Like, you was shocked that the motherfucker was articulate and smart, nigga. Hold on, my bad. I fucked up. Nah, hold up. They cooking goddamn Sleepy Joe, man. They cooking Sleepy Joe. That shit was a wild statement.
Nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots. And the court cited evidence.
Major crime bill. Every minor crime bill has had the name of the Democratic senator from the state of Delaware, Joe Biden, on that bill.
We do everything but hang people for jaywalking. In this bill.
I mean, you got the first sort of
Is this nigga talking about Obama? I just noticed. It's 2007.
mainstream African American who is articulate and bright
Isn't this nigga Obama's vice president?
and clean and a nice looking guy. I mean, that's a storybook, man.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
Nah, this nigga got a little racist sense of humor.
Spent last summer going through the black sections of my town, holding rallies in parks, trying to get black men to understand it's not unmanly to wear a condom, getting women to understand they can say no, getting people in the position where testing matters.
Trying to tell black people it's not unmanly to wear a condom is fucking wild, nigga. Is it about the disease or you don't want us to motherfucking procreate? Nah, that's crazy, nigga. Like, we the ones spreading the motherfucking disease, nigga. Y'all invented motherfucking AIDS and STDs.
I got tested for AIDS. I know Barack got tested for AIDS. There's no shame in being tested for AIDS.
This nigga Al Sharpton, this is kind of a disgrace. How the fuck we let this nigga stumble his little crippled ass up to the goddamn president podium?
He said in the first 100 days, he's going to let the big banks once again write their own rules. Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains. The most foreign policy.
Fuck, yo. Bro has a lot of, like, racist references is crazy.
Experts around the world say is the wisest man in the Orient. Large, very identifiable Somali community. I might add, if you ever come to the train station with me, you'll notice that I have great relationships with them because there's an awful lot of driving cabs. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
What responsibility do you think that America...
So I just seen this TikTok when this girl was like, it's not just rich people in the Hamptons. It's Latinos, it's black people too. This nigga just said poor kids got the same IQ and shit and brightness as white kids.
Americans need to take to repair the legacy of slavery in our country?
We bring social workers into homes of parents to help them deal with how to raise their children. It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. I recognize that kid wearing a hoodie may very well be the next poet laureate and not a gangbanger. You got more questions?
That was true though. That was true. White people, y'all need to listen to that shit, motherfucker. Look at this goddamn nigga, Charlemagne, nigga. If you don't vote, if your black ass ain't vote for Biden, nigga, your big nose black ass ain't black.
I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black. And by the way, what you all know, but most people don't know, unlike the African American community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community with incredibly different attitudes about different things.
He said, unlike the black.
Have you taken a cognitive?
No, I haven't taken a test. Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man. That's like saying you, before you got in this program, you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not. What do you think, huh? Are you a junkie? What do you say?
He trying to call bro a crackhead, bro. Oh, this nigga Biden is ruthless.
Stay sequestered in my home is because some black woman was able to stack the grocery shelf. Young black entrepreneurs are just as capable of succeeding given the chance as white entrepreneurs are. But they don't have lawyers.
What kind of a chance would a northeastern liberal like Joe Biden stand in the South if you were running in Democratic primaries against Southerners like Mark Warner and John Edwards?
Better than anybody else. And you don't know my state. My state was a slave.
The left has convinced so many people that Donald Trump is racist, and in no way, shape, or form is Joe Biden racist at all. I would say that these clips say otherwise. So share it with your Democrat friends, anyone who needs to see it, and don't let your lying eyes deceive you.
Damn, guys. That's crazy. Somebody said he's a sick and perverted and heartless individual, and the Democrats selected him as their top nominee. Do people really still think he won in 2020? He didn't have nearly the crowds Trump had. He said he didn't need our vote. I wonder why. Damn, he said gay federal employees are security risks in 1973. Dang. They on his
in the Rose Garden to talk about a constitutional amendment to ban gay marriage.
You know, think about this. The world's going
fuck, my bad.
to Hades in a handbasket. We are desperately concerned about the circumstance relating to avian flu. We don't have enough vaccines. We don't have enough police officers. And we're going to debate the next 3 weeks, I'm told, gay marriage, a flag amendment, and God only knows what else. I can't believe the American people can't see through this. We already have a law, the Defense of Marriage Act, where we've all voted, not where I voted and others said, look, marriage is between a man and a woman, and states must respect that.
Damn, nigga. What the fuck going on, man? They got this nigga in the goddamn look-alike Nazi SS uniform, bro. Nah, man. So, yeah, man. That's why Biden trending, man. They on his goddamn head right now bringing up all his racist past comments. You know, jokes or not, guys. Jokes or not. You could say he being edgy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bring it up with Trump, man. Sometimes we got to bring it up on Biden. We got to bring it up on both sides, man. And the fact of the matter is, both of them motherfuckers probably racist, man. These niggas is 80 years old, man. These niggas was in the Jim Crow era, you feel me? They seen the goddamn Civil Rights Act. Everybody ain't agree with that shit that was white. Some motherfuckers just had to adjust. And these old two goddamn poopers is just fucking, I can't believe that we as a country is coming to two options that nobody can fucking agree on. Like, it's like nobody want Biden because he too fucking old. A lot of people like Trump, but a lot of people fucking hate Trump too. So it's just like, man, these are the people that y'all giving us. So what can we do besides, you know, work with what we have, make our own decisions, and thank God it's 2024, goddammit, because we bringing back everything you niggas was on a campaign trail talking about 40 fucking years ago when y'all ass was up in life and y'all feeling yourself, y'all the white man power and all that shit, and y'all making these outrageous jokes and speeches back in the 70s, late 60s and shit when shit just got desegregated. Yeah, nigga, we bringing all that shit back up, you feel me? All that shit about to come bite all you niggas in the ass. So what I suggest is y'all start looking towards a little bit more younger presidents, you feel me? Can we get a president in his fucking 50s or 60s? Not the 80s? It's too much compromise, you know? It's too much shit that happened in these niggas' lives behind the scenes. It's too many real thoughts that these motherfuckers have masqueraded, you feel me, behind being woke and shit. That's why people like Trump, because they're like, nigga, he just say how he feel. He not lying up here. Like, Biden can clearly say he was never fucking racist, I think. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Big Wave got married. This your boy Ted. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Until next time, we out of here.